more PvP footage for you here. This is this is actually quite a good night. We basically were just hanging on the Keb gate in Head. And when you think about it, it makes no sense to say that. The Kibbutz Head, no, I'm already confused. You know what I mean. We're basically hanging around this gate, and what we were basically doing was just literally waiting for other fleets to start, other sort of roams to begin. But this was kind of the permanent Head camp gang, as you can see here. The evening was pretty good, actually. We got some good kills, and you'll see some of that now. And also, actually, I mean, this is the thing I really like about this particular operation in Head, is that there's always some hostiles here trying to take us on as well. So absolute massive props to our enemies as they make the game interesting. So basically just jumped in here with my Hurricane. Big Minmatar pilot on this side. This is, I guess everybody has like a primary PvP ult, and this is certainly mine. The reason I'm fitting Thrashers here is because I'm kill mail whoring. I don't, mix my words. I don't try and hide that fact. I want kill mails because I'm pretty, a long time since I played the game, so obviously wanting to, get some kills and enjoy my library of death. But Thrashers particularly, I used to, always use Thrashers really. Used to do the assigning of fighters to them as well. So they became quite a powerful, ship to have, because they could generally insta-lock, and they could certainly punch, well above their weight. Although I think, I'm sure changes have happened that actually make them a bit crap now, but I need to look at that. But no, I think, even if T1 fit, just to get, just for cheap, quick fun, seemed to work. So, as you can see, we're all set up. Huge bubble presence here. And to be honest with you, it's just amazing how many people blindly jump into systems. It's unbelievable. We had haulers, we had obviously the obvious ibises and stuff. We had stealth bombers trying to be clever because I can get past the gate camp. Well, generally you can't. No. So I think a few people died this evening that. Generally I think thought they knew best. So what I've done here is I've actually jumped through into Quebec. So this is Heiseng now, and I'm going to kill this guy. This guy was basically reporting to others, of our gate camp and warning people not to come in. So naturally he must be punished. Daka daka daka. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of reminiscent of my old Empire ganking videos. If you haven't seen them, they're I think they're right at the front of my playlist, so go enjoy. But they're pretty terrible videos where I just basically really just come back to the game and was just looking for anything to kill. So we would do high set ganking. The only difference I noticed there is I had to switch my safeties off, so that was pretty funny. And look at that, a prime ibis kill. That's going to go pride of place on my mantelpiece. Oh, an ibis kill, I know. Seriously, that sucks, doesn't it? But this is part of the game. You got to kind of, here we go. This was something, again, that was quite cool. These guys really were risking, these guys have balls of steel, and I'm amazed they're even able to warp away with such massive balls, because they really kept coming in and killing one or two people, then literally legging it. And I loved the fact that they just had no shits were given with their particular fleet ops, because every time they warped in, they lost one or at least two stealth bombers, which is a quite expensive ship to lose, let's face it. So it was just glorious. It was almost as if they said, we don't care, we're just going to keep coming in and blapping you. And it was like, well, all right, keep doing that. Keep killing our Tech 1 cruisers while we destroy your nice stealth bombers. But props to them, it was most enjoyable and good fun. So just standard gate stuff here, just kind of setting up in the middle of the gate, basically just looking for something to come through. And lo and behold, I have my first catch of the day, he said in a British Imperial voice. We had some guy jump through with a stealth bomber, as you see. I insta-locked him, and I don't think he expected that. So he got blapped and then basically insta-locked his pod as well. But it was pretty much good night Susan from that point. Oh, that was fun. And so there you go, that's the dude's ship. Now, I didn't really kind of look at his pod mail, because I thought, well, pod mail, so what? But then somebody told me that apparently you get implant listings on your pod kills now, which I thought, oh, that's interesting. Oh my god, he had about 111 mil pod. So, felt a bit bad. He's obviously a minor, actually. I think he even had books in his hold, but there we go. Okay, fast forward slightly here. This is just, again, another blap attempt. I don't know where that word blap came from. Anyway, not particularly great word, but another great attempt here to try and kill some people. Yeah, absolute props to them. I thought it was just hilarious watching these guys pick off people. Generally what they were doing was they were scanning people around the gate as well and just warping in and trying to get them. And I just thought, Absolutely glorious. This game is so cool when it works like this, and you've got people who are really willing to put their balls on the line, and there are people who are willing to engage and lose stuff. This game is awesome. But when you just get that kind of ISK mentality of, oh my god, I don't even want to lose 1 million ISK, it's like, well, the game kind of stalls. It's like the engine of this game needs people who are going to throw their balls on the fire. So absolute props to this dude. So let's just enjoy this guy going down. I love the new models, by the way. I didn't know they'd updated them as well. And I think now they look pretty badass actually. But I guess that's the point. I miss the old Kestrel model that they just seem to use on every ship they could. So what you're seeing now is this is towards the end of the night, and we had report of a significant signable gang. But before that gang came in, we had a venture PvP gang. That's right, a venture PvP gang rolling around. Now, naturally, most of them were getting blapped as soon as they came in, but the venture is a mining frigate, so I am reliably informed. So we basically engaged that, and just as we had engaged that, and this is the second fleet that joined us, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a signable fleet came, an NC signable fleet, and basically they had something like 40 plus signables. The fleet we had here really wasn't fit for that. We were fit for kill mail whoring and quickly locking and blapping, haulers. So naturally we had to do the only thing that is honourable, and we run for our lives. As you can see, the other test gang, the other HBC gang, I think it was mostly test, is kind of doing the same as well. Signable's are pretty good ships. I used to fly them in AAA, ROP, never forget. They were pretty good ships, to be honest. Although I guess they're just posh vagabonds, really. I think a Loki was better. I did like the Lokis. But I would say having 40 signables in one place is a bit dangerous. And really, I think the whole of HED was pretty much running from this gang, and there they are. As you can see, oh my god, there's a lot of them. And we do the sensible thing. We jump through, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So there we go. That was our night in HED. Expect more.